Hi, my name is Jenna. I'm coming to you from Salton Grove in Stowe, Vermont, and today we are going to do a 15-minute abs and arms Pilates series. So first things first, if you have Bala Bangles, go ahead and put them around your ankles. These are optional. You don't have to have them, but if you have them, you're welcome to use them. And just come into a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes and come into your breath. Take 2 deep breaths here. Breathing in whatever it is you need today for your practice. And breathing out whatever it is that you do not need. Slowly float your eyes open. Bring both arms up overhead. Deep, deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring those arms down to the top of your mat and step back into a high plank. Drop down to your forearms and make sure that your forearms are directly under your shoulders. And bring your feet together, nice and tight. Really zip those legs together from your feet all the way up to the pelvis. Bring your gaze to your fingertips. Plug that belly in nice and tight and slowly tip forward an inch and back an inch. Forward and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that forearm plank nice and strong. Drop the right knees to the mat and then the left knees in alternating knee taps. Tap and tap and tap for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that belly in nice and tight. 3, 2, and 1. Drop both knees to the mat. Shoot those hips up to the sky. Arms are nice and long in your puppy dog pose. Take a nice stretch, some nice deep breaths. And roll on up, coming onto your right knee, extending your left leg nice and long. Come on up with a nice neutral spine, crown to tailbone, nice and straight. Bring your hands right behind your head. And we're gonna tip to the right. Using our left obliques, we're gonna lift up nice and strong. Drop it down and lifting up. You've got 10 here. And lift. Nice and strong through those obliques. On the way down, we activate the right. On the way up, we activate the left side. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right hand down to the mat. Shift your weight into the right knee and the right hand and bring that left leg up nice and straight and long. Toes are pointed. Left arm comes up to the sky and we drop the toes to the mat and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Really reaching through these fingertips. Last one, hold those toes out nice and long and draw tiny circles on the back of the room for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top and reverse it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left arm back down to the mat and step it out back into a downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Release any tension that you've built up throughout the series so far. Roll it forward into a plank. Drop those knees and come onto the other side. Shifting our weight into the left hand, extending the right arm nice and long. We raise up, bring our hands behind our head, and we're gonna drop our arms and our head down to the left. Using our right obliques, we lift on the exhale. Inhale down, exhale lift. We've got 9 more, and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, make the last one count. Here we go, last one, lift it up, very nice. Drop the left hand down to the mat. Bring that right leg up nice and straight. We want the toes at hip height. One nice, strong, straight line. Toes are pointed. You can bring that right arm up to the sky. We drop the toes to the mat and lift. And tap and lift. For 8, 7, exhale on the lift. 6, 5, relax the face. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg up nice and strong. Tiny circles on the back wall for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top and reverse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come on down into that high plank. Step it up. Shoot those heels back. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Plug those elbows in nice and tight. Shift it forward about 2 inches. Plug that belly in. Slowly lower yourself down. Untuck the back toes and lift it up for upward facing dog. Widen those knees to the edges of the mat. Child's pose. Swing your legs around. We're going to come into a seated position, and we're going to remove these weights if you have them on. And you have the option to wrap them around your palms. So we're not going to use our wrists today. We're going to use our palms. So you can wrap it around just like that. Again, if you don't have Bala weights, they're totally optional. You can also use a can of soup. That's about 8 ounces. We're going to hold these arms out in front. Tuck the tailbone and lower down on a 6 count. We lower down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arms down by the sides. Our feet are about hips width distance apart. Really plug those hands into the mat, plug those legs into the mat. We're going to raise the right arm up to the sky and raise the left leg up, toes pointed, reaching for the ceiling, lengthening, lengthening. We're going to reach for those toes with the right arm and swing everything in the opposite direction. And reach and lower. Reach for the toes and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Pulse up to those toes. Tiny reaches for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all down. Keeping that right arm engaged. We're going to widen our legs a little bit wider than the hips, keeping this right arm lifted. We roll up out of head, neck, and shoulders, point the toes, and reach for the left toes with the right arm. So we bring the arm up overhead, roll up and reach, and lower back down, and reach. Think about there being something that you want resting on your toes, on the left foot. And you're reaching, reaching, reaching to try to grab that thing that you want. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it back down. Coming up onto the other side, we bring that right leg up, toes are pointed up to the sky, left arm comes up overhead, and reach for the toes, lower it all down. And reach, slowly lowering. And reach for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Tiny reaches. For 8, 7, 6. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug that knee in and extend it long on the mat. Beautiful. Bring that left arm up overhead. And we're stretching, reaching towards those right toes over the sideline of the body. And back up. And reach over. And extend. And reach. What is it you want? It's resting on those toes. Go and get it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take these weights in these palms or just your palms if you don't have balas and cross them over your chest. Widen your feet to the edges of your mat and really plug those feet, those legs into the mat. Squeeze them in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull navel into spine. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, roll up out of head, neck, and shoulders in a crunch position. And tiny pulse crunches here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down, hug it in. Rock and sway from side to side. If you have your bangles, you can drop them off to the side for a moment. And again, we extend the legs nice and long. Our legs are about an inch or two wider than hips width. We flex the feet. Hug that right leg into your chest. Point the toes. Keep that left leg digging into the mat. Toes are flexed. We extend the right leg long towards the ceiling. Hands come down by our sides on the mat. The leg is straight and it's reaching towards the ceiling. We cross those right toes over towards our left shoulder, towards our left hip, towards our right hip, and towards the right shoulder. Back to center and hold. Again, drawing circles that are medium-sized circles, stopping at the top. And circle. Pause. And circle. Pause. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Stretch long. Reverse it. For 4, hold. 3, hold. 2, and 1. You should feel the shake. Hold, 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 and hug that right leg in. Whew, I know I felt the shake. Feels so good. And extend that right leg nice and long. Flex the foot. Hug the left leg in. Give it a nice squeeze and extend it towards the ceiling. Hands come down by our sides. Point the toes. Reach, reach, reach those toes up for the ceiling. Rooting this right leg into the mat. And we take those left toes over towards the right shoulder, the right hip, the left hip, the left shoulder, back up to center. And again. And pause. We're keeping this circle nice and small, nice and tight. It doesn't go any wider than the torso of the body. You've got 6, pause, 5, pause, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top. Hold, 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 and reverse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug that leg in. Go ahead and roll up out of head, neck, and shoulders as you're hugging that left leg. Place your right hand on the inside of the left knee, your left hand on the outside of the left shin. Rolling up, we squeeze that leg in and lift the right leg so that the toes are floating a couple of inches off the ground. Squeeze it in and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Single leg stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down, hug it in. Rock and sway from side to side. Come into stillness. And rock yourself back and roll yourself forward and up to standing. Grab onto your weights if you have them. You can either take your Bala Bangles and wrap them back around your palms, or if you'd like to use light weights, if you have 2, 3, or 5 pound weights, you can, or can of soup, or anything that you can hold that weighs just a couple of pounds works totally fine when you're on vacation or not at the gym. So we take these weights down in front of us, we roll our shoulder blades back, relax the face, slight bend in the knees, feet are about hips width distance apart, plug this belly in, and we lift through the shoulders, front raises. Now really shooting energy through these fingertips, lengthening the arms as we're lifting. We're really shooting through those tips, almost as if you have lasers coming out of your hands. And whoo, just shooting them out, really activating with your own body weight. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands by your side. We lift into a T and lower, and lift and lower. Again, shooting energy through those fingers, really lengthening on the way up, strengthening on the way down. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold them out nice and long. We're going to draw little circles with those fingertips on the back wall, lengthening through the hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold still. Reach, 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 reverse. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those elbows close into your ribs. We're going to pull in and serve a tray, pushing out. Pull it in, serve the tray. Pull it in, push out. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out nice and strong. Reach, reach, reach. Bicep curls at shoulder height for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold them up. Tap those elbows and open to goal post. And tap and open for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the center. Pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those elbows into your sides. Once again, we hinge forward, extend back, and bend, tricep extension. Bend, extend, bend, extend for 10, 9, really pushing at the top, 7, 6, you feel the pinch at the top, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Flip those palms up to the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Lift, lift, lift. Draw tiny circles with those fingertips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more. Palms face each other. Lift another inch. Squeeze it in for 10, 9, 8. Almost like you're clapping your hands behind your back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs. Arms come back out to the side. We're going to shoot arms out nice and long and send the palms back and forward and back. Flip them forward and back and forward for 10, almost like you're swimming. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them back in. Drop those weights off to the side. Shake those arms out. You can step to the back of your mat. Bring those arms up nice and tall. Lift, lift, lift. Hands to prayer. Fold over those legs. And walk it out into high plank. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Whew. Take a moment. Roll it back on up into that high plank. Drop the knees to the wide edges of the mat. Send it back, child's pose. Walk your fingers and your hands to the right. Take a nice stretch on that left sideline. And back to center. And walk it to the left, stretching the right sideline. And back to center. Shift your weight forward into your hands. Lift the toes off the mat. Send the pelvis forward and take a nice stretch. And back to child's pose. Again, send the pelvis and weight forward And back to child's pose. One more time. And back to child's pose. Walk your hands towards your knees. Come on up and take a nice, comfortable seated position. Bring your hands onto your knees. Take a moment and close your eyes. And just feel the difference and the change in how you feel right now versus before you practiced today. And show yourself some gratitude, bringing hands to heart center, into prayer. And just thank yourself for taking time for you, even if you're at home or on vacation or wherever you might be. Carving out that little bit of time makes so much of a difference. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful day.